At the core of our liberal democracy is the understanding that we're all equal. But there's something at play which is undermining this principle and dividing society, and it's called identity politics.
Identity politics tells people that they're not individuals, but rather part of a collective.
Proponents of identity politics argue that our institutions and our principles, such as equality before the law and freedom of speech, privilege some groups, but then at the same time oppress others. So they argue that in order to stop any oppression, we must have different rules for different groups.
This explains the reasoning behind movements such as the separate recognition in Parliament for Indigenous Australians, as well as the push to change the date of Australia Day.
But here's what you don't know about identity politics. It's not just being applied to the present, but it's changing the way we look at history.
Even the remarkable achievements of Captain Cook are falling victim to identity politics.
If you thought identity politics was bad, wait till you see what's happening at our universities.
A recent report by the Institute of Public Affairs found that of the 746 history subjects being taught in 35 universities in Australia, an astonishing 244 of those focus on identity politics. These are subjects which look at the past through the lens of class, race, and gender. Identity politics divides history into the oppressed and the oppressors.
It's not surprising that what's happening on campus reflects exactly what's being taught in the classroom in terms of identity politics. In March this year, the University of Melbourne held a male privilege workshop, which basically told men to be less like men. Everywhere, students are being told to use safe spaces and identify with the collective rather than as individuals. As Australians, we must stand up to this. We must advocate for the rule of law, equality before the law, and freedom of speech. We must reject identity politics because it divides us rather than unites us.